Hello, my name is Amanda, and I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I'm an empath, I'm clairsentient, clairaudient, I'm a light worker and healer. And like I said, I do tarot readings. And this video today is going to be about a different kind of relationship partners, like your karmic soulmate, karmic partner, soulmate, and twin flame. And yes, there's a difference. So if you are interested in learning more about spirituality, soulmates, twin flames, tarot readings, please subscribe to my channel. And if you are interested in a personal reading, you can email me at intuitiveempress1111@gmail.com. Nothing is capitalized. And you can also follow me on TikTok at intuitiveempress1111. So, the first thing that we're going to talk about is your karmic partner. The purpose of a karmic partner is it's a learning experience. The relationships usually don't last. They're meant to teach you a lesson about yourself and about others and what you're going to want in the future. Excuse me. From other relationships, right? So it's just about learning. It's like basically getting you ready for what you're meant to have in the future. A karmic soulmate is the type of soulmate relationship, though it's different from the twin flame or soulmate that are healing in nature. The karmic soulmate are like guides or teachers. Someone may owe karmic debt from a previous life. So what that means is, as you know, we live several different lifetimes until we learn the lessons that we're meant to learn and we ascend to our higher power. But we keep reincarnating until we do that. Okay. So your karmic soulmate is someone that you still owe karma to from a past life. So maybe in a past life you guys were in a relationship, right? And you cheated on them. So there's karma still owed to you because you have to pay for your karma. You receive blessings for your good karma, okay? Because it comes back to you no matter what, whether it's good or bad. Okay, so you receive the blessings for your good karma, and you have to pay for your bad karma, right? Because you need to learn a lesson. So if you don't complete your karma in one lifetime, you're obligated to do it in the next. Okay, so if that makes sense, stay with me. So the main difference between a karmic partner and a karmic soulmate would be that you owe debt to the karmic soulmate. But both of these partners are not soulmate connections, okay? They are just meant to teach you a lesson. Okay, so now that we have karmic partner and karmic soulmate, we know what that means. Regular soulmate, okay? You normally collect with this collect. Let me get my words right. You connect easily and instantly to a soulmate. You click with this person on many different levels. Things feel easy with them. You're normally happy. You're fulfilled. It doesn't mean that it doesn't come without effort. It doesn't mean that you're never in pain. Okay. It doesn't mean that it's perfect. But there's beautiful moments and there's painful moments. Okay. And you do learn from this connection as well. But this connection is more of a teaching, healing connection instead of like a lesson in karma, the way that a karmic partner is. Okay. So now we're going to talk about twin flames, and twin flames is going to take a lot longer to explain because it is a much deeper connection, and I want to kind of go more in depth with the twin flame, because there's like 8 stages to the relationship. There's all of these signs that this is your twin flame, because a lot of people wonder about that. Um, so if you'll stay with me, we'll go over this. Okay. So a twin flame is an intense soul connection, sometimes called a mirrored soul, thought to be a person's other half. It is based on the idea that sometimes one soul gets split into 2 bodies. One of the main characteristics of a twin flame relationship is that it still will be both challenging and healing. Okay, so it's incredibly intense connection. It's your own soul shared with another physical being. So when people wonder, like, is this my twin flame? I'm like, when you meet your twin flame, you will know. Okay, you will know. You will doubt that you ever loved anyone before them. You will doubt that, like, have I felt passion before? Have I felt like a deep connection before? Because it is so magnetic, so intense, so like addictive. Like, you think about this person nonstop. You think you're going crazy. You're like, it's obsessed. What is going on? I mean, it is just amazing, but can also be very tumultuous. It can be very difficult. It can be hard, and there's separation in twin flames. And the reason why is because you have a divine purpose. And because you guys are one soul split into 2, you trigger each other. And what I mean by that is like them calling it a mirrored soul. It's like looking at yourself in the mirror. Okay? This person's actions or words are going to trigger you. Like how you watch a sad video and it makes you cry, okay? Because there's something inside of you that resonates with that, and it brings back this painful memory that you have inside, okay? Or maybe you're just highly empathetic and compassionate and you just felt for that person. But normally when we are triggered by something, because there is something inside of us that's unhealed that brings that emotion out of us. And it's not always sadness. When you're triggered, it can be anger as well, okay? But that's part of why the separation happens, okay? Because you guys are so much alike, but you're also different in the sense that there will normally be a runner and a chaser. There will be someone who is a fighter and someone who is a fleer, okay? There will be someone who overgives and overloves and is very codependent, okay? Very needy, okay? They almost can't separate themselves from this person. They have abandonment issues, so they cling so tight, And this other person is more detached. It's hard for them to show their feelings. Okay, and they may also have abandonment issues, but they are just opposites of each other on how they deal with it. Okay, um, and you both have purposes on things that you're supposed to learn from the connection. You you mirroring and triggering each other is normally what brings you to spiritual enlightenment. And you trigger each other to awaken spiritually and to heal. And the reason why I feel is, unfortunately, we don't look to God, Spirit, Source, the universe, however you want to word it, okay? We don't look up until we are like down on our knees, broken. Some of us, that's what it takes, okay? So, when everything in your world comes crashing down, and you are so heartbroken and broken and you lost and don't know where to go, you're going to look within. You're going to look to God, okay? And so that is the purpose, is this connection is so intense. And I always say, the deeper the love, the deeper the hurt, okay? So when you are hurting like that, it's like no one understands, okay? And you have no choice but to look within yourself and to look up. And that causes the spiritual awakening, okay? And you being triggered by your twin forces you to look within yourself and heal those things that's needed to be healed all of these years, okay? And you're able to step into your higher power, your higher purpose, and ascend. You're able to actually be happy to let go. And it is not for the faint of heart, okay? Everybody wants to be a divine feminine or a divine masculine. They want to have a twin flame. Well, I'm here to tell you, it is hard. It is work. It is painful. It is confusing. But on the other side of that, it's beautiful. So it's absolutely worth it. Okay. So, excuse me, let me get a drink. So, like I said, the purpose of a twin flame relationship is to awaken to your untapped potential and ignite a fire deep inside you. This relationship pushes you to do and be better. And at the end of the day, it opens up a world of possibilities you never even dreamed of. This journey demands spiritual growth. Okay, so I'm going to give you some signs that you have found your twin flame, okay? When you meet, there's instant connection, like you've known this person your whole life, okay? You're very similar. You have a lot in common. Like your childhoods are probably very similar. You've been through a lot of the same things. You complement each other, light and dark, yin and yang. Okay, so like I was saying, there's runner, chaser, there's light, there's dark. You're so much alike, but you're also like polar opposites. Okay. So this is beautiful and triggering. Everything about it is intense. Your insecurities and doubts are amplified so you can heal and grow to help you with your divine mission. They feel magnetic. You're drawn to them. The relationship is tumultuous, challenging, facilitating major growth. The relationship is very intense. Feel things deeper together, more intensity and passion than you have ever felt. I promise you. You're going to be like, did they cast a spell on me? What is happening to me? Am I crazy? Am I obsessed? Why do I feel this way? It's can be overwhelming. I'm serious, okay? You keep coming back together. because you're magnetically drawn to this person like you cannot let go. It's different. I'm telling you, it's different. The chase, it's on again, off again. And the reason why is because you have not done your work. So you trigger each other and you end up separating again. Okay? That's why it's not because you don't love each other. I promise you, your twin thinks about you and loves you just as you do them. They just can't express themselves like you do. They're not used to expressing their feelings. And the love that they feel for you and you feel for them, they've probably never experienced in their life before. So although it's so beautiful and intoxicating and intense, it's also scary as hell. So you're going to deal with it differently, okay? Your connection feels divine. It feels meant to be written in the stars. You have no doubt, because you've never ever felt like this before. Never. I mean, you can feel this person when they're sad. You know things. You just know things about them. It's just insane. The connection is insane. You will both feel like you've been brought together by a higher power. I mean, that's the only thing that even makes sense, okay? Because it's magic. You almost have a psychic connection. Like I said, you just know this person. You can like feel them, You can communicate like through the way that you look at each other, feel each other's emotions. They push you to be and do better. Twins act as mirrors. Okay? So every flaw that they see in you, it exists in them. And it triggers them. There's something about you, about like when you talk about things that you've been through or things that happen in your relationship, you are going to get triggered by each other. Okay, so let me find. Okay, now I'm going to go over the 8 stages of the twin flame. So the first stage is yearning. The second stage is meeting. Third stage is the honeymoon phase, when you fall so in love with this person and you're never going to stop loving them. Okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. You're never going to stop loving them. Then the challenges emerge. That's after the honeymoon phase, and you have started to trigger this person, and this person has started to trigger you. Then it's the test. Abandonment issues. Awesome. Then it's the chase. One's chasing, one's running. Stage 7, the surrender. And stage 8 is the reunion or the coming home. Now, I'm going to go over in a little bit more in depth what those stages mean. So, stage 1, you're going to have yearning. Before the two of you meet, you will have an awareness that your other half is out there for you. So, if you're in a relationship, a karmic relationship or a soulmate relationship, okay, you may be married to your soulmate, but your soulmate ain't shit compared to your twin flame. I'm just telling you. But anyway, you may just get this feeling like there's something more than this. Like I'm not miserable, but where's the passion? Where's like the fairy tale? Like you just may feel unfulfilled and you have this yearning for something else. Okay? Then you meet them. And once you meet, Your world is going to be rocked. Prepare to fall and fall fast. It is an insane instant attraction. And I do not mean physically. Like, you guys may be attracted to each other physically. You probably will be. But it's so much deeper than that. It's so much deeper than that. It is just, it's hard to explain. Okay, so just listen. Okay. Stage 3 is the honeymoon phase. Relationship is new, it's meaningful, it's positive. Your soul is on fire. Okay, you feel comfortable being your true, authentic self. You feel so intense, like when they touch you, when they kiss you, just everything is so like, oh, wow, you know? And like somehow they know everything to do. Like perfect. Like kissing them is going to be like, I've never been kissed that way. You know, when you're with them romantically, it's like, how do they know everything to do? It's just, wow. That's all I can say. Okay. And then stage 4, here comes the challenges. The core wounds will emerge and differences arise in the relationship. These challenges are a reflection of the soul work the two of you need to do on your own, improving yourself. Okay? So, this stage 4 normally causes separation. And it's because you have trauma responses, you have survival tactics, you have this shadow side, and you don't even realize it. You self-sabotage, you have abandonment issues, you have codependency issues, you have addictions, you have all of these things. And because you're each other's twin, you just trigger each other. It's like looking in the mirror. This person is going to make you more self-aware of your bullshit than anybody. Okay? And so you normally have to separate to heal. And you may blame your twin and think that the problem is them. The problem is you. The problem is both of y'all. It's so confusing. But really the problem is never that you guys don't love each other, because there is no love, no connection like this. The problem is that you're not healed. The problem is the whole purpose for you guys splitting into two souls and agreeing to your divine mission is because you two have shared lifetimes together. You two are God's chosen. You have a divine, important, powerful purpose. Okay? So this is important. And your life is probably harder than most people. You've been through more than most people. There is a reason for all of that. And it's so you can help but consciously aware the collective and bring them to the light. Okay? Now, stage 5 will be the test. Your love will be put to the test as you stand to dive deep into your shadow sides. Insecurities rear up as you start to question yourself and each other. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, this is the healing process where you're like, I have never hurt this bad in my life. I have never been this low. Like, I don't know if I can keep breathing. Like, it's bad. Okay, it is bad. Stage 6, the chase, a big part of many twin flames relationships. Someone will always walk away, and it's a ton of push and pull. Okay? And oddly enough, the person that walks away can also be the chaser. And I know that sounds crazy, okay? But The person that walks away can be the person that is more spiritually awakened, okay? And they walk away because they know that because that person's not ready, you're not ready, the situation isn't right. They know that the connection cannot withstand, okay? So the person walks away, but they don't walk away because they don't love. They walk away because boundaries are crossed, because the time isn't right, okay? But they never stop loving their twin flame, okay? And then the person that was left can sometimes be the one that's running from, it can go either way, is what I'm trying to say. But just because you're the one that walked away doesn't mean that you aren't the chaser, is what I'm trying to say. And the person that walked away may be the runner. But you'll know, because the chaser is the one that's begging for communication, begging for reassurance. Please love me. The one that has that abandonment issue. Love me, don't leave me. I can't live without you. Please talk to me. Yeah. It's been me before, okay? So don't feel bad if you've begged someone. It doesn't make you weak. It takes strength to be vulnerable. It takes strength to tell someone how much you love them and you don't want to live without them. So don't be ashamed of that. But at the same time, we got to stop chasing. That's part of our lesson, okay? Stay with me. Okay. So stage 7 will be the surrender. The chase can go on for years, but should the two of you work through all your triggers, insecurities, and challenges, you'll come back together and surrender to the relationship. And that is what we hope for. That is what we pray for, right? That's why you have to stop chasing. Because if you don't stop chasing, they're not going to stop running. Okay? And the final stage, of course, is coming home. And once you finally surrendered and accepted your destiny, your life begins and balance feels restored. Okay? And you may have 2 separate purposes. Okay, your purpose, a lot of times people are like, what is my purpose? I don't know what my purpose could be. Okay. My purpose is to be a tarot reader. My purpose is to have my voice heard. My purpose is to help the collective awaken. Okay? To be a light and so others can see and come to it. That is my purpose. Okay? And someone else's purpose may be that, they were an addict and now they're recovered and they're meant to help other people overcome addiction and awaken and find God. Okay? So your purpose could be to be a school teacher. You will know because you will have this burning passion, this desire to do this. I'm typically a shy person. Okay? I do not like all eyes on me. I've never went on live or made videos and shared them on Facebook or TikTok or YouTube. I've always been an observer. Okay, but I was pushed to do this to the point to where the whisper became a scream and I could no longer ignore it. Okay, and it's uncomfortable for me sometimes, and I'm learning and I'm getting better. And I stutter, I stumble over my words. I'm unapologetically, see, there I go, me. And I know that the right ones will find me, they will follow me. But I know that I'm meant to help people. And not because like a licensed psychiatrist or something like that. I know what I know through experience. I know what I know through my own spiritual awakening and my own studying and understanding. Okay? Because I was addicted to drugs. Okay. I was depressed. I was on the floor with a glass pipe, crying my eyes out when I finally surrendered to God, to Source, to Spirit, and said, please help me, because if you don't, I'm going to die. I'm going to kill myself, or it's going to be an accident. But I cannot stay like this. I'm so hurt. I'm so broken. I'm so lost. Please come in and help me, God, please. And it just went from there. Like, my daughter used to send me videos from TikTok, and I would watch them and, laugh or whatever, because it would normally be, stuff that was funny that she would send me. And I finally was like, I'm going to download TikTok and I'm going to see what's up. And that started my spiritual awakening. I had always been curious and interested in spirituality. And when I was like 17 or 18, I'm 38 now, by the way. But at that age, I remember being interested in tarot cards and doing readings for people and going and cleansing people's houses. And, like spiritually cleansing their houses. And, but people in my family, and just, people in my circle in general, they just looked at it as like, it's witchcraft, it's dark, it's evil. And, I didn't want to be judged. I wasn't strong enough at that time. I wasn't standing in my power. And so I hid my spiritual gifts, and I hid, my spiritual beliefs. And, when I went through the spiritual awakening, and it was like, boom. And I no longer could hide. I no longer could. I was just being pushed to, that this was my calling. This was my purpose. I have to do this. And so I finally mustered up the courage, and here I am. So, give me just a second. Say I'm not Miss Professional or anything. I'm just real. Okay. So, how are twin flames different from soulmates? Kind of already explained that, but I'm just going to go over it really quick before I end this video. So the biggest distinction between twin flames and any other type of soulmate is that twin flames are two halves of the same whole. A soulmate, on the other hand, can be thought of as someone cut from the same cloth as you. There's a deep familiarity and you feel very close, but you aren't the same soul.